Hey guys, so remember the executive order that was passed on day one called Protecting American People Against Invasion Act? Yep. So, due to that executive order, there is now a requirement for, I don't like using the word aliens, but there's a requirement for individuals without any status here inside the United States to register. Yep, to register their information. So USCIS have come out with a process, a method where every individual who does not have any papers or who does not have any status here in the United States to register themselves. Now, it requires that each of these individuals make a USCIS account, and from that account there should be a form for that individual to fill out. As of today, March 3rd, 2025, there is not yet a form, but USCIS said, hold on, the form is coming. But meanwhile, everybody go ahead and create your USCIS account so when this form comes, so you guys could register within time. Now, before I talk about this registry, what do I think about it, what you should do, pursuant to my opinion, of course, let me tell you who does not have to register. Number one, if you are a lawful permanent resident, so you have your green card, you do not need to register. If you entered the United States via parole, either through the CBP1 app program or through one of the humanitarian program, or you were just paroled into the United States, meaning you received permission to enter the United States, you do not have to register. If you entered the United States with a visa, either immigrant visa or non-immigrant visa, you do not have to register. If you were ever in removal proceedings, you do not have to register. If you were ever issued an employment authorization card, again, you do not have to register. If you ever filed any applications such as I-485, I-687, I-691, I-700, even if those applications were denied, you still do not have to register. And if you were ever issued a border crossing card, you do not have to register. Basically, if you ever had any contact with the U.S. government because of your status here inside the United States, you do not have to register. This registration is only for individuals who've never had contact with the U.S. government, meaning they entered inside the United States, and ever since they entered without permission, these individuals just been living silently here in the United States. Pretty much, Trump and his administration wants to know, where are you at? Where are those people that we know they're here, but we don't know they're here? We don't know where they're at. These are the individuals that the Trump administration is looking for. If you fall into that category, yep, the Trump administration is looking for you. And it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're a minor, if you're over 14, then you still have to register. If you're a minor, it is the responsibility of the parents to register that child in that situation. And once that child reaches the age of 14, then that child must re-register. Those are the requirements for individuals to register. Now, as an attorney, should you register? At this moment, no. First of all, you cannot register as of today because USCIS still doesn't have the form online. No. And we do not, and even if or when this form becomes readily available for you to fill out, we do not know whether or not this executive order will be challenged. It may be challenged in court, and once it is challenged, there may be an injunction to stop it. So I would advise that you wait and see what happens once this executive order is fully running, meaning the application is on the USCIS website for you to file. Wait to see what happens next. Here's what I do not recommend. I do not recommend that you give your information right now if you do not have to. And if this is challenge and there is an injunction that stops it, well, of course, at that time, you won't have to. So wait to see what happens. And if it isn't challenged, and then we know for sure it's mandatory, then yes, you would have to register because it's the law. However, before you would However, before you register, I would highly advise that you sit down and speak with an attorney about your personal situation because there may be applications that you qualify for. And if you qualify for something, anything, you could have that attorney file your paperwork for you. Once you have filed paperwork with USCIS, then you do not have to register because at that time, you because at that time, of course, USCIS know of you, right? Remember, the only individuals that have to register are those that have had never had any contact with the US government. Once you have contact by filing a form that you qualify for, then you no longer have to register. So I would highly recommend that you seek an attorney anyways to see what options you have because you may have a lot of options that of course you're not aware of. So that would be my recommendation. If you're one of those that have to register, wait. And while you're waiting, go seek the advice of an attorney to see if you qualify for anything else. If it does become the law where you have to do it, then yes, it's the law. You have to do it. But at this moment, today, you do not have to quite yet. Rolanda Adolph with Adolph Law Group. If you have any questions about immigration, ask and I'll answer. Ciao.